Hey, what's going on, everybody? Servo here. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all having a great day. Today, it's time to take a look at some Reddit discussions, see what's going on, see if we can learn any tips or tricks or secrets. You know, every week we're always discovering something as a community, so I'm sure today's going to be the same. If you guys enjoy my content or daily Dreamlight Valley videos, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Be sure that you do, because we have puzzle number 4 for the Haunted Festival event dropping in just another day, so you don't want to miss out. I have a guide on that as soon as the event drops, and let's jump right into it. So first, we have this post by Tiger Cub 777, and they said, why can't we have a button that says sell all? This is actually an event post here, and they have all their pumpkins, you know, so you go in there, manually click on this one, then this one, then this one. You just keep going throughout the rows, and then that's it, right? It takes forever. They said it is so annoying having to go to each item and click on it when you have all of the same item to sell. An option to sell all would make it so much easier. I agree, if you had a button that you could just hit sell all, which is crazy. I mean, almost every game I've ever played has a sell all button. I'm talking even small indie games like made by one developer always has a sell all button. So it is really weird that a game that's 3 years in development doesn't have that sell all button. But you will be happy to know there actually is. It's just hidden. There is a hidden sell all button. And what you have to do is you have to hover over whatever item it is you're trying to sell, and then hold down the button on it, and it'll automatically highlight every single one of these items here. So for example, if you come up here to Goofy Stall and you hit sell, rather than clicking on every single one like this, you can literally hover over it, hold the button down, and it'll auto select all of those items right there, and then you can go ahead and sell them. So yeah, amazing tip. All right, up next we got this post by Rebelliousness that says, has anyone noticed this, and am I the only one that's bothered by it? Okay, so they have their character by the Enchanted Rose. They said, has anyone noticed that the Beast's Rose cannot be put on the table in the valley, but in the Beast's realm, it is on the table? I bought a few of those tables and roses to decorate around Beast's castle, but I can't. Oh no. Why does this not surprise me? It's like everything in the game is always runs into some sort of issue like this. Yeah, so they have the actual table. They already coded it in the game for it to be on top of this table. But we can't do it, you know. Maybe the Beast is just built different, you know. He knows ways to decorate that we don't. I don't know. We don't have the ability to decorate like he does, but that is insane work, honestly. It's crazy too because it actually has the roses on it, and it's like meant to be there. Some of these footprints on these items are just wild. Some of the comments down here, 164 upvotes for this said, not alone, a lot of us were definitely upset when the Enchanted Rose first became available. The only place I could put the rose that I was satisfied with was the large display bubbles. And then someone said, didn't notice yet, but now I'm annoyed too. I know, why did you have to point this out? Oh, it's times like this, you just gotta laugh at it and accept it. Whoa, oh my goodness. Okay, so ladder recover. Before I even read this, I know exactly what this is. So they did a great job. They said Friends, you know, the TV show back in like early 90s. Monica / Rachel plus Chandler and Joey apartment builds. Oh, you did one for Chandler and Joey. So first of all, every time I see this wallpaper, my mind actually goes straight to Friends, to Monica's apartment. It is like the exact same shade. Got the TV, they put the couch here. Even the couch, like the lounge couch over here with the window. There's supposed to be a doorway that leads to a balcony. Obviously, we don't have that option in game. And then here's the little kitchen area. And then there's supposed to be a bedroom here and a bedroom here. I used to watch Friends a lot when I was younger. They said, I know that some people on this thread saw my central perk. Oh, okay. I have not seen that. Finally completed all of my Friends builds, so wanted to share. And you got lots of upvotes as well. This is cool. And then you have Joey and Chandler's apartment with the foosball table. This is a hockey table, but I believe they played foosball. And then they had like the bathroom over here and then the doorway over here. That is awesome. Small kitchen. Oh my gosh, we have all kinds of interesting builds this week, don't we? Chemical Ad said, guess the bathroom. That's all. It doesn't even need a caption or a description. Everything you need to know is right here in the picture. Oh, not the guest bathroom. Look at the socks over here. The snot pile. Oh my goodness, the wallpaper. I love how you have the dimmest of lights up here on the ceiling. It literally like covers just one square. The mirror. Look at the creepy balloon. Oh my gosh, my mind went straight to Pennywise with that. I like how you have the motivational poster here too, though. Do they have tetanus shots in Dreamlight Valley? Just looking at that, I need to go call my doctor. There you go. Winning comment right here for me. A Dreamlight Valley Silent Hill edition. Literally. Now, and then someone said, now if we only had a white stall and some urinals, man, that would be the icing on the cake. It truly would. Even better yet, they said this is actually a room adjacent to my confectionery. So this is what's in the next room over. Imagine you're doing a room tour, like a house tour. Someone they come in here, they see all the sweets, the bakery, the royal stairway going over here, and then they go up there and you see that guest bathroom. Best way to troll. Oh boy, we got to see something beautiful after that. So we have Coziest Cat here. They may have some socials as well. They have their name down here in font, so you could check them out, see if they're on different platforms. And it looks like they really know how to make an incredible build. So they have the pillars from the Unwritten Realms. They got the fireplace here, the rugs. I like that the room's kind of smaller, a little more narrow. But you know how they like indented here with the windows on the back side, and then we have the pillars. They actually have the mushroom tables, which have some flowers on top of them, which is a nice touch. And they kind of angled the chest as well. Let's see. Yeah, we have another shot right here. So they took the Aurora's chest and kind of angled them like this with the mushroom table. And it looks nice too, because then you can stack items on top of it without it looking like just a standard wood table. So using this one really is nice. It matches the aesthetic as well. So you could have like, yeah, a whole flower storage room. That is beautiful. Definitely could be some great inspiration too for if you need a flower storage room going forward for Wish Blossom Ranch. So yeah, thank you so much, Coziest Cat. Absolutely beautiful build. Oh no, what do we have here? Masme that said, rip to the best glitch ever. By all means, move at a glacial pace. You know how that thrills me. It's all of these. Yeah, they literally nerfed so much good stuff, didn't they? All this stuff has received a nerf at some point. We used to be able to get unlimited iron with this item right here. The cooking stations just recently. This right here was one of the recent losses in Dreamlight Valley. It used to be fast. It used to be almost as fast as cooking with the Viziara's cooking station. This was the summer event. They nerfed it quick. I don't even know why they bothered touching it. Like, it's not like it was insanely overpoweredly broken that it's going to affect, you know, Dreamlight Valley. It was just nice. It was a nice little addition to have. And it kind of made sense to have a better cooking station because you had to grind for it. It was part of an event and it was part of those, you had to be there, done that to receive it. So I don't know. You can still get the Viziara's cooking station, which is tied to the DLC. Maybe somewhere along the lines that was a little nudge to get you to get the DLC. But it's crazy. This one got patched, but the Viziara's one did not. And then Bunny Love here said, nah, the best glitch ever was when the memory orb spawned super fast. I remember that. Yeah, I took advantage of that. I filled up 2 biomes almost full. And it lasted me like a year of star paths for memory orbs. It was a beautiful, beautiful glitch. Oh, we also had the duplication glitch at some point, which was really good. I never really used it because at the time I had a lot of resources, so I didn't need it. But it's something I could appreciate. Up next, we have this post by Pitiful Cow that says, does anyone else miss when characters used to sleep? No, we don't. We don't put that out there in the universe. We do not need this to come back. This was the worst feature they had ever had in Dreamlight Valley by far. So if you didn't know, during like the first year of the game, characters used to sleep. So if you had a quest and you needed to go talk to Mickey Mouse in particular for me was so troublesome. You would have to wait. I think they were like asleep for like 4-hour windows. It could be longer, but I think it was 4. And they were usually asleep at the same time every day. So every time I would get off work from my IRL job, I would work late. So I would stream after work at like midnight, you know? So every night I would stream after midnight. And I don't know how many of you guys remember the struggle I would always have, because every time I had a quest for Mickey Mouse, that was it. Stream, like I had to completely do something different during the stream, and the hours just did not work out. They said, I know it's weird, it's kind of weird, and that many people might disagree since sometimes it kept you from giving gifts or completing missions, but having the characters sleep in their homes gave a feeling of, I don't know, realism, simulation in the sense that the characters were actually alive. What do you think? Okay, so when you say it that way, I completely understand. You know, if you guys have ever played Palia, they actually have that where the characters do sleep. They do go in there and they sleep, but you can still talk and interact with them. I actually think that's the way they should have went with this, because you could have still had certain characters sleeping, kind of like they're actually living in the valley, but they decided to just not have them sleep at all. So Mickey Mouse has not slept in over 2 years, but then again, it is Disney characters. You know, they're full of magic, they're full of energy. Dreamlight Valley is a place where everyone is just, you know, they just love it here. It's paradise for them. So it also makes sense that they don't have to sleep. But I'm kind of like top comment down here at 1,200 upvotes. They said, was it cute and did I enjoy it? Yes. Was it annoying as a late night player? Also yes, since it meant I couldn't actually play with the characters unless I had a day off, which was every few weeks. Yep. This right here, I struggled when I was working. It was just impossible for me to progress in this game because of this. And the next post is also about sleeping. So Big Al said, just barging my way in. Villagers, when I come into their home at 1 a.m. to give them gifts. It's got Mickey. I don't know why. This picture just kills me. This is honestly, like I said, how they should have done it. They should have just had your character go knock on the door. Mickey answers the door. Imagine if they answered the door in sleepwear. Like they had their own different outfits and they just kind of open the door and peek there. And they're like, what do you want? And they're like, here, I need to give you these shiny gifts. Those were some dark days though. They definitely were. In the last post we're going to take a look at is this one by Exact Ad. Okay, they said, looking back now, how do you feel about Dreamlight Valley never going free to play? They said, I'm a day one DDV player who bought into our early access. I don't like the way Gameloft misled players and dropped their plans for free to play. Still, looking back, I feel differently about the decision they made. I think the game would have been absolutely been riddled with egregious microtransactions if it had gone free to play, and that the free updates wouldn't have been as frequent as they are now. Personally, I've played for about 3 years now and have not spent a single dime on Moonstones. I've done my Dream Snaps and I get Moonstone Boost when I buy a DLC. In my opinion, even though they absolutely went about it the wrong way, making the game pay did ultimately lead to a better experience for players. Curious what other players think. Yeah, I'm curious what you guys think as well. I will say my piece on it as well. So I will say I am part of other communities. You know, I've been part of other communities. I've been playing games literally since I was like 5 years old. I've been such a gamer my whole life, like literally gaming. That's always been my thing, right? I can tell you, I am so thrilled that this game did not go the free to play route. Had it gone that route, that opens the game up to an infinite amount of microtransactions that always falls back to the same excuse. It's free to play. It's free to play. We get a lot of free content. So why does it matter that this Mickey Mouse skin right here, where he's completely covered into a diamond armor, is $99? You know, you don't have to buy it. You could just go and play the game for free. That's kind of how this works. Or you could end up coming over here to the crafting station. Maybe you want to craft one of the new items in the game. Maybe you really want to craft this magical family door. You could wait and have this done crafting in 24 real life hour days. Or you could just pay 25 moonstones and speed it up and get it done now. This is the process in many games, I promise you. Most of the other games out there have this system set up. You want to craft this princess in the frog chest? May take you 4 real life hours to do it for free, or you can speed it up for 12 moonstones. They could even include something that gives you a currency or like a weekly bonus. Like say you pay $5 a month, and then it gives you something that it gives you unlimited stamina for, you know, the duration of an entire week. Could give you a 24-hour unlimited stamina boost. Things like that is what happens in some free-to-play games. Not all of them, of course, but that's definitely a route they could take. Now, I will say I have played one of Gameloft's other games, which was Disney Speedstorm, and I played it. I really enjoyed it. I put in a good like 4 or 5 hours, and then that's when I kind of hit that paywall where I realized how the game was actually set up. And eventually it was a game like I was like, I have to just stop playing this, because otherwise there's so much incentive to spend real money that it would have just been a terrible idea. It was one of those I had to stop myself. Even though I really liked the game, I love the Disney aesthetic, I just knew that it was going to get to a point where it was just like, it was going to be me handing over money constantly, or I would be so much further behind or get time gated and have to stop. So personally, for me, I am very happy that they went they just kept it the way it was, doing the yearly like $30 expansion, and then they do start doing the seasonal bundles. I also feel like if they had went free to play, maybe our moonstones from Dream Snaps might not be as generous as they are now, because being able to earn 4,000 moonstones per week, if you can, that's like the thing that everyone strives for, right? Is 4,000 moonstones. So that is like $15 of real life money currency here that you can potentially earn. And of course, if you get like rank 1, you could get like 12, what is it, like 12,000, something like that, which is a lot of money. So I think it would have harmed at Dream Snaps as well. And then reading through the comments here, we have like Angel Wears Black 89. They said, I think it was a smart decision. I get why people felt betrayed in the moment, but I understand the decision. My personal conspiracy theory is when it was in development, they didn't realize the scale of the game and how successful it was going to be. Dreamlight Valley came in at the perfect time, as it was when people really stopped playing Animal Crossing. And then Bodacious Batman here said, I think it has a lot to do with how their other game, Disney Speedstorm, was received as free to play. It had most of the problems the original poster had mentioned. The player base dropped quickly, and it isn't doing well from the last that I heard. So then they decided to switch gears. I kind of agree with that. I think maybe they did realize, because Speedstorm isn't a bad game. It's actually really fun. They are still getting continuous updates. They're actually about to get Winnie the Pooh, I believe. And I really like it. It's just because it is so like pay to win, pay to stop your grinding. It's just very hard to master. It almost feels like a gacha game, with like the mechanics and the leveling up each card and things like that. But I think they also did see that, and Dreamlight Valley honestly has the potential to reach like one of the greats in gaming, at least for the cozy genre. I mean, they're able to do things that Animal Crossing is not able to do because they stopped with the continuous updates. Dreamlight Valley is still giving those free updates and going, continuing to go along 3 years later. We're actually, I feel like the game is getting really strong. They're definitely ramping up advertisements right now. They're definitely pulling more players from other communities and stuff to this game. So I think that the game is actually going to continue to get bigger and better. If they went free to play, it may have gave them that short-term burst to be able to reach high numbers, but then they definitely would have fell off. This kind of keeps the game consistent and just, flat across the board. I agree the way they went about it wasn't right. They did promise certain things, but I think the thing was they kind of started nearing that, and then they started talking about thinking about it, and they decided to go a different direction. So I don't think they intentionally meant to mislead anyone. I don't think it really benefited them very much in any way. I think it was just they were like, okay, it might benefit all of us, the company and the players, if we end up just leaving it pay for the base game and then the expansion. So let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much to everybody who watched the video. I do appreciate you so much. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next one.